All right, let's bring in now Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Welcome to you, Governor. Great to have you back on the program.
Great to be with you. Thanks so much for having me.
What say you about these radical policy pitches and agendas and socialists gone wild? What is happening?
I mean, it is absolutely insane what is taking place in New York right now. They have a bigger budget deficit for next year of $7 billion than our entire state's annual budget that we project for the whole year. So what they are doing is bankrupting their city. They're putting these burdens on the tops of the hardworking families in their city and their state. It's unbelievable that they think that they can build a strong economy by giving things away. That's not how you build a strong economy. You do it by giving people opportunity, making it easy for them to work, supporting them in pathways to success, not giving things away. It is the opposite of what they should be doing. While they are doing the crazy things that are happening in places like New York and California, Arkansas is benefiting because people are tired of these crazy failed policies and they're fleeing places and coming to states like Arkansas, where for the last 2 years in a row, we've been #1 for people moving into our state per capita from any other state in the country because people want to have lower taxes. They want less regulation. They want more opportunity. And they can find that in a place like Arkansas, and it's getting fewer and harder in places like New York and California.
Imagine that. Those who want freedom, they want capitalism. Gallup polled Americans on capitalism and socialism, and the findings are incredibly interesting. On Americans' perceptions of what's good about capitalism, 35% say personal advancement, incentive, ding, 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 innovation ranked up there. 30% of them said that. Freedom, market choice, all of the top things about capitalism. Then put up the poll on Americans' perceptions about what is good about socialism. Top of the list, nothing. So a plurality of Americans say nothing is good about socialism. So, Governor, why is this catching fire like it is? And why are so many Democrats now owning socialism?
You know, I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's no longer about right versus left. It's about normal versus crazy. And right now we are seeing the crazy side take over the Democrat Party. As much as I hate to see these ideas gain steam, I think it is good for us to draw the contrast as we head into the midterm elections. The other side wants to promote socialism while our side wants to promote and protect freedom. We want to see what this country was founded on. The reason America is great, the reason people literally risk their lives to come to this country is because we're the freest country in the world, and they want to take that away. They want to ruin everything that is special and unique and different about America and crush our country. It is unbelievable, but we have to make that contrast unbelievably clear. And as they continue to promote more and more socialist candidates, we have to continue to educate and remind people of the difference. And I think it's going to pay off, and we're going to win much bigger in November if they continue to move so far to the left and continue to promote socialist candidates. This is no longer in New York and California. You're seeing this in the mainstream of the Democrat Party. Socialism is dangerous, and we've got to be sure we fight back against it and win big in November because of it.
Bill Ackman yesterday with Fortune magazine shared a similar message. Listen.
We have bad policy, bad economic policy, bad tax policy. And by the way, there are many things that are unfair about the tax policy that can be fixed. But, you know, the answer is socialism. Socialism is a disaster. Okay, watch if Mamdani is successful in implementing these plans, watch what happens in New York City.
Watch what happens in New York City, which is why we asked people in New York City about socialism. Here's a sampling.
I think that we shouldn't be producing a victim mindset in our everyday person. Should be on you to kind of accomplish what you want to accomplish, but then again, it should also be possible.
So you're not for socialism?
Definitely not.
So going back to your point, as we leave off, Governor, how do Republicans champion this message then? I mean, clearly what we're seeing is socialism by nature is taking your money and redistributing it. And Republicans, the message can clearly be the idea is to keep more of your hard-earned money because you know best how to spend it. I'll give you a final thought.
I think the easiest thing to do is look at every single place that has socialism and it fails. People are struggling. It is not a successful model. And if you take something that has been broken every single time it's tried, why would you want to bring it to a place where we have strong economies, where we have a model that actually works? Why would you get rid of that and replace it with something that you know doesn't? Republicans have to draw the contrast. It could not be more different. It could not be more clear. And I plan to spend the next several months making sure people understand the difference. And I think it will be what pushes us over the edge in November and helps catapult Republicans to win in the midterms.
And by the way, that DSA platform, I mean, it's all right there. I mean, do away with the jails, do away with the Senate, pack the Supreme Court, heck, do away with it altogether. You're hearing from some of these Democrats. It is an interesting moment for sure for this country. Governor, always appreciate your time. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.